Okay, so welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to look at Earth 2. This is a very brilliant idea, badly executed for a Ready Player One, everybody in, all ideas, metaverse of creativity that could be possible, using various things like blockchain technology and basically general people kind of putting their own things in there. Now, it's been started up, I would say, in a reverse order, so they're doing all the money making things at the beginning rather than actually concentrating on actually building it, which is why the market is so well developed for what it is. Believe me, they will just take your money just like that. There's a lot of people putting a lot of money in this already. From what I understand, it's kind of peaked and come and gone, where a lot of people are kind of going, well, this isn't really going anywhere, and they're pulling the money out. Now, the whole idea of Earth 2 is that this is supposed to be a replica of the Earth. But when you go on the websites, you've got all these great things on there, but it feels really just like you've just gone into a very bad version of Google Earth. Now, I want this to be something much bigger. I think that would be a great thing if it were generally like, this is the Earth, there's no other buildings on it apart from what you created. Your avatar can run around on there and do anything, just like in Ready Player One. It's not like that. This feels like a Ponzi scheme. But given this channel deals with creative resources, I thought I would expose you to it and let you decide. But please don't put your money at risk just yet. Let this keep going further. Let the crazy people go in there and put their money in. If they've got enough money to lose, then let them do it. But this is the map. This is what it looks like. And they do the various versions of the map, but it's not very stable. And it doesn't cover everything, and it happens to glitch like this like crazy. Downloads from it are very kind of awkward. Now, I have a great computer that I put together, so normally this wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't buffer this extent on a simple map. And the map is only 2D. This is the thing that bugs the hell out of me. It will freeze up. I will cut from this eventually. There we go. So this is Statue of Liberty. It's a weird thing. All these boxes are supposed to be bits of land that people have bought, and those weird 3D things, I think, are supposed to be so that it can detect the resources that are underneath. This is the whole idea. You get this with all multiplayer online games, where basically you can grind for resources. So if you're playing like Star Trek Online, it's for dilithium. Any other game, think off the top of your head, there's going to be some sort of resource on there that you can use to trade with other players and build things up so you can build gadgets and whatever else you need to do in order to play the game. Now, all these flags on there from the different countries where people bought bits of land from. The land is supposed to be, I think, 3 by 9 meters square, and the blue bits on this extended map is supposed to be the only land that's available to buy at the moment. I don't understand why. Except if they're pulling the data in from a government resource, and that the bits that aren't available on there are simply bits from countries that won't allow their resources, the data of their maps, to go online, which is a problem. But I would have thought that if you're only pulling in the 3D data, NASA would give you everything. I mean, this is supposed to be the 3D map. It is simply the 2D map flipped over at an angle. That's quite annoying. This is what I'm saying about the developers behind this having not built the map first and then built the rest around it. They've simply gone to build the market first, and then they're very slowly trying to develop the map quite awkwardly, which is why it feels like it could be a Ponzi scheme and they just want your money. But I would love this to be something bigger than it is, but it's not at the moment. Now, if I was to build this, if I was to develop this, I would genuinely want this to be so you could go onto the surface of the Earth 2, having looked exactly like it is now, with weather that mirrors the conditions on Earth 1, with every condition. So if a volcano were to go off, you'd feel it onto this one. If there was a storm somewhere, you'd feel that. And if you wanted to build wonderful things like the Kaaba in Mecca, you could do, and you could have real life people, not real life people, but their avatars going in there and worshipping it. Now, Google Earth has the same problem. They can't get all the data they need. This is simply a 2D map that they try to 3D to a certain extent. That's what Earth 2 has for a lot, well, every single point on their map. If you was it a proper game, now this is a bad rendering of Civ 2 that I'm showing you here, not Civ 2 but Civ 6, all the Civ-like games from Sid Meier. You can see how wonderful it would look. It doesn't look like that at the moment, but it would be nice if it is. It's up to you if you want to go on there, if you want to set up your own account, if you want to start buying property on there. It's entirely up to you. I cannot guarantee you'll make money, but should this develop more than it is, this could be a fantastic starting point for some wonderful creativity and an opportunity to make money from selling online stuff, basically. But it's entirely up to you. I'll leave you to explore as we go forward. Ta-ta for now.